Welcome back to another episode of Toddler Talks. I'm going to be doing this alone because Cora was too sleepy. I haven't done a solo episode talking about being a dad yet. It's like the hardest thing ever, but it's also like the best thing ever. It's weird. Bennett was so sick for the first 2 years of his life that he rarely had a full night's sleep. Either it would take a long time to get him to go to sleep, like hours. I would rock him in a rocking chair a lot for 2 or 3 hours until he would fully pass out. So I was doing that a lot for the first year I was putting him to sleep. Now I'm in the second year of putting him to sleep. There was, I think, a good stint of like 3 months where I would put Bennett to sleep when he was like a couple months old, and I would just walk around the house with him in my arms, and like just me going up and down the stairs gently and like walking around the house. He would fall asleep in my arms and it worked great, and then I would just put him into his crib and it was perfect. But yeah, then he just kept getting more and more sick with thrush, and doctors kept saying he didn't have thrush, but he obviously did have thrush. So he basically had thrush for like, I think, 7 months of his life. If you don't know what thrush is, it's basically like if you have cotton in your mouth and you're trying to eat or drink, you don't really feel like it because it just feels like you have like cotton in your mouth. It's not good. It's like a bacteria that coats your tongue, the back of your tongue and the inside of your mouth. Yeah, that sucked a lot. So that was his first big sickness for months and months and months. So Cora put Bennett to sleep the majority of the time, the first year of his life. And then pretty much on his first birthday, I just took over all sleeping because I felt like Cora definitely did her share of that. Like that's a lot, and being pregnant and having a baby as well. So I was more than happy to take that over because I'm a super cuddly dad, like a soft person. So I really, really was looking forward to, like falling asleep with my son, because he's so goddamn cute. Just having cuddles with him all the time, it's like the best. It's the best. Yeah, I just started rocking Bennett to sleep. I got this really old fucking rocking chair. I had to tighten all the screws in it in our garage to make it like not squeaky at all. And so I used that rocking chair for probably a year, I guess. And sometimes it would take like, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of rocking in this chair to put him to sleep. And this chair is like an antique. I think it's like 75 years old or something. It's crazy. But it did the trick. It was perfect. And he fell asleep, and I got really good at putting him to sleep. And I really looked forward to it. I love spending time with Bennett so much. Most of the time when I'm not with Bennett, I'm just like, I just miss him. Like even when I go to see a movie like once a month at like Propeller Arcade or like Cineplex or Carbon Arc or Thrillima, I'm usually like partway through the trailers before the movie starts, and I have like this like little pang of like, oh, usually I'm with Bennett right now, like rocking him to sleep. And even though it's nice getting out of the house, and you think you would, you do look forward to having your time to going to do the old stuff you used to do. It's just weird because for me, I'm sure it will change with time, but yeah, I always miss Bennett, so yeah. Anywho, eventually Bennett just got too big and not heavy, but like too big for the rocking chair because, he wants to like play and like be a crazy baby. And so eventually we just switched right to the floor crib, which sounds like a crazy idea. I thought it was crazy at first. We've talked about this in other episodes, but yeah, the floor crib is just like basically, an adult sized box spring and mattress, but they're on the floor, and we got this crib off of Wayfair, like a crib fence thing. It's like you just put it around the mattress on the ground, so you basically have a floor crib that's like 2.5 feet high, like the walls. So it just kind of like makes it easier for him to transition getting in and out of bed on his own, because there's like an opening, like a little door, like there's no swinging door, but like an opening where he would get out of the crib. So he learned how to get in and out of his bed by himself at a really young age. I just lay down with him at this point, and he's kind of rowdy at first, but I just tickle him if he's being crazy, and then he kind of just gets tired. But that's after like we read books and have snacks. The IWK for the longest time was telling us to give him zero sugar Gatorade, like the sugar-free stuff, because it has electrolytes, and if they're sick and not eating that much, then the Gatorade is like it's like enticing for them because it tastes delicious. So we kind of just go between those three things because he's always fucking sick because of daycare at this point. I still co-sleep with Bennett. It's been about a year and I think like 8 months. I think every single day except for maybe 1 or 2 or 3 days in the past year and 8 months, I have not co-slept with Bennett. So it sounds kind of crazy, but he was so sick for the first 2 years of his life that we had to use like an oxygen saturation monitor on his fingertips just to make sure he was getting enough oxygen while he would be sleeping, because that's one of the things at the hospital they did is they had him on oxygen a lot because he just couldn't breathe. Like, it was a nightmare. It was awful. And he had a whole bunch of IVs in him. I remember at one point they had like tried to put 7 different IVs in him in the span of like, gosh, it was under 24 hours. It was really heartbreaking, kind of traumatic in a way, looking back, because you don't want to like have to hold your infant or toddler down while, I mean, people are helping him at the hospital, but it just sucks because he's getting poked and prodded and yada yada yada. And long story short, I had to keep co-sleeping with him to monitor his health, basically, because we didn't know if anything would happen to him in the middle of the night. The baby monitor is great, but it's not as good as you being right there next to him. I always had to watch for like his throat and his sides if he was breathing too like hard, like struggling to breathe. So I had to watch for that stuff a lot because they were just signs that he was struggling, and then we have to go to the hospital. It was really stressful. So right now is like probably the longest he's gone without being sick. It's been like months and months. Like, this is a long stretch. So I'm crossing my fingers that he's out of this whole sickness, and it's mostly just because of his asthma, because they can't actually diagnose him with asthma until he's like 6 or 7. It's like that with all kids. So we do give him a puffer twice a day. It's working, so that's good. We do have a bed for him, like a big boy bed. Was his crib, but it's supposed to be like this really fancy crib, like a hardwood white stained crib where it converts into different modes as he gets bigger, and it ends up being like, you know, the bed he takes with him to his first apartment or to wherever when he, you know, is finally moving out, because it's a really nice hardwood bed that lasts forever. Like, it's not like some IKEA bullshit, like pressboard. Nothing against IKEA. They have great stuff. Think he's ready for it because he gets in and out of his bed. He crawls up the stairs now. He walks down the stairs by himself. He gets up and down on the couch. I don't know. He goes to rough and tumble playing and stuff. So he's very agile. It's crazy. Like, everybody comments on it. He sprints everywhere. So he's a bonkers kind of kid. It's awesome. So I think he can do it. So we're going to set up his like bed in big boy mode. So I was like 3 when I got my bed, so I feel like this is probably fine. I'm sure we'll put like these really thick kind of matted cushion things around one side of the bed so he doesn't like fall out, because I'm sure he will eventually. So yeah, that'll be cool. And I'm trying to ease him out of co-sleeping. It's really hard because him and I are both so used to sleeping in the same bed, and he falls asleep like right here on me every single night. So usually I have like a toddler drooling on me, but it's so nice because he's so cute and cuddly. So yeah, I'm trying to like even right now, I haven't been in the room for all evening, and it's like midnight. So yeah, he's been asleep for probably 3 hours without me, but I'll probably go back in at 1 o'clock in the morning after I read a bunch of comics or play games or do whatever. I have to fold clothes too. So yeah, dad life. What else can I tell you? He was biting and pinching a lot at daycare for the longest time. He was like the daycare biter and pincher. But gosh, he has really changed. He's not really doing that at all anymore. He hugs his friends whenever I drop him off at daycare, because I drop him off every single morning before work, and Cora will pick him up from daycare every day. So yeah, his friends look forward to seeing him now. It's adorable. I was first really nervous about putting him into daycare when he was so young, because we started him when he was like 12 months. And I was like, holy shit, I didn't even know that you could put your kid in daycare this young. But I mean, you know, it's 2026. It's really hard for one parent to stay home. It's like, honestly, it's fucking impossible. I'm going to say it. I mean, I'm sure there's some parents who can make it work, but me and Cora can't. Like, we both have to be working, and like, we both have decent jobs, and it's just hard. Like, groceries are a fortune, as I'm sure you've noticed. Mortgages are hella expensive. We just live in a normal ass run of the mill home, and what we paid for it is what like doctors paid for homes in the 90s in my neighborhood. Like, it kind of blows my mind. Point is, he's doing really good at daycare, and he talks a lot now. At one point, we were really worried. Like, we went to speech therapy. We still go to speech therapy, and OT and stuff like that, just to try to do whatever we can as parents to encourage him to talk more and show us what he wants. It made a huge difference. He talks all the time now and babbles. He can do his ABCs. He counts all the time, backwards and forwards. And he's really good at cleaning up his toys. He draws. He goes to music class. He loves swimming. He goes to rough and tumble, which is like a gymnastics kind of thing for toddlers. He loves that. Miss Rachel, he can pretty much recite the episodes now. He knows how to use my iPhone, which is insane. Like, he will grab, he knows that Miss Rachel is on YouTube, so he cycles through the videos now, and he'll pick his own videos to watch, which is so cool because I'm kind of getting a sense of what he likes now, which is really interesting. He likes Ghostbusters, which I'm very excited about. This is his shirt for great primary pictures. He just doesn't know it yet. It's great. I love being a dad. Like, I absolutely love it. Love it. It's like my favorite thing ever. I'm trying to make it as cool as I can here at home. So when he's older, like a little older, his friends will be like, oh, let's go to Bennett's house. Like, he's got arcade machines at home. Like, real deal arcade machines and board games and records and tons of comic books, and we have so many video games for all the retro systems. But I'm sure he'll have like the Nintendo Switch 5 at that point, or the PlayStation 28, or whatever Xbox is out. At least he'll have all this old cool stuff. So I'm very excited to share all of the things that I have collected since I was a little kid with him, because they're all going to be his anyway. Changed my podcasting room with all of our collectibles and movie props and things like that to be toddler safe, so like he can come in here and actually play with stuff. Like, he plays with all of my Star Wars toys from the 70s, plays with Ghostbusters toys from the 80s, plays with the Dragon Balls. He loves the Dragon Balls. It's really fun seeing what he will pick up. So it's just been nothing but a joy with Bennett. He's such, like, he truly is the light of my life. I love him so much. Other cool things that he has is a swing. He has a sensory swing in the center of his playroom upstairs. He loves it. I was very skeptical at first, but falls asleep in it for his naps on Saturdays and Sundays. Like, we'll come back from, the indoor play place in Elmsdale, which is amazing. Hopefully we'll have them on the podcast. That would be really fun. And he'll just fall asleep in his swing. I'll just give him some milk and I'll push him, and he just conks out. It's so cool. He loves being rocked so much still, but the swing kind of provides that. I think that I'll be able to ease him out of co-sleeping over the next year. It's just hard because he's used to me now, and I'm used to him too, so I'll miss it. He's going to be in private music lessons soon, so that's fun. He loves mini musicians here in Truro. He's like the life of the class because he's so animated, and he dances a lot. Like Bennett dances every single day now. He'll do like this, like kind of, it's hilarious. It's pretty cute. I really enjoy dressing him for daycare every day because I get to pick out like adorable little cardigans to put on him. So I kind of dress him like he's from like a grungy 90s kind of vibe. And I'll put like Jurassic Park shirts on him and Ghostbusters. It's fun. He's so cool. I can't say enough good things about him. I never have a problem putting him to sleep ever. It's so nice. I love falling asleep with Bennett. Sometimes he does wake up like at 2:30 or like 2 in the morning for like 2 or 3 hours. He just wakes up fully awake, ready to do his ABCs, and you're like, oh no, he's not going to go back to sleep for hours. So I just kind of play with him for a bit and then put him in his swing, thank God, and then he will fall back asleep in the swing. Which is good and bad because if he kind of stirs and it's not moving, he will wake up. So the only shitty thing about that is I kind of have to like fall asleep on the floor underneath of him in the swing and make sure that he's like still swinging. But it sounds rough, like that stuff. But honestly, I've gotten so used, like the payoff from watching him grow every day is so worth the lack of sleep. And I say lack of sleep, but like before we had Bennett, I slept less because I would be like playing a video game or watching a movie or scrolling through my phone going down a rabbit hole to like God knows what time in the morning. I mean, everybody knows that feeling. But with Bennett, since his bedtime is at 7:30, it kind of has forced me to go to sleep a lot earlier most of the time. So even though I'm not, getting full night's sleep sometimes and it seems hard, I'm actually getting more sleep than I ever have my entire like adult life. So it's been great. It's been great. I thought for sure Cora would be here, so I don't really know how this is gonna all sound when I edit it together. Hopefully this isn't a horribly boring episode. I guess that concludes this update of Toddler Talks. With just me, the dad perspective. I don't even know if I gave a good perspective. I guess we'll have other parents on soon again and talk about other things, right? I don't know. Fuck. Yeah, these videos are more of like therapeutic for me and Cora and other parents. I'm not trying to break new ground with like a podcast. It's just, I like to document this. It's like a time-based art piece kind of for Bennett when he's older. So he can look back on these and just kind of see little windows of what it was like for us when he was this age, because I just really wish I could hear what my parents had to say. I would love to actually hear what they had to say about like these periods of my life and my sister's lives growing up. So it's kind of fun documenting it. I can't wait to go back someday and listen to these or watch them, or Bennett can. And hopefully Bennett is on this with us, talking about movies and stuff that he likes. I would love to do that. So, yeah. That's all I got. Thanks for listening or watching if you're on YouTube. Goodbye.